ready.
Sorry.
Terence, Nebraska?
Yeah.
He might be the best fighter in the world today. And he can really punch. I mean, he hurts everybody he fights. I mean, my guy Postal, I've never seen Postal hurt ever in the gym or anywhere else. And I mean, he hurt Postal a couple of times, and Postal still hasn't came back yet.
How do you beat a guy like Terence, Fred? Is there a special fighter, special game plan?
Bring you 45.
What was that?
Bring you 45.
Well, I ain't gonna say who he can beat because I don't know for sure.
Give a challenge to him and just complicate things.
He gonna make it complicated for anybody in the top three right now. Welterweight, he'll get him hell. He 157 tonight. He'll give him hell too. He's 157 tonight.
Why do you think that, Roy?
Because he can box. Because he can box and he can fight off both sides. So it's like with most guys, you have to figure out whether he has a good straight right hand or a good left hook or a good right uppercut or a good left uppercut or a good right body shot or a good left body shot. He's told the opposite. You got to figure all that out about him. Then you got to turn around and figure it out about him from the southpaw stance as well. So he's a much bigger puzzle than most guys.
Out of all the welterweights, who is the number one welterweight right now?
Terence Crawford, baby. Terence Crawford.
But a lot of people say he hasn't even fought at 147.
I don't give a damn. He's the best.
Okay, so you'll put him over Errol Spence and
He's the best. Terence Crawford.
Why do you speak so highly of him? I mean, I know why, but why do you have that?
The man got it all. He can do it all, man. He can box. He can punch. He can fight right-handed, left-handed. He can do it all.
Ward, now that he's retired, obviously he's got to be out of the pound for pound. I think Terence Crawford. He just became, undisputed champion at a weight division that is very hard to do. He won all 4 titles, even though he already vacated a few, but he did become champion. And even though a lot of people are saying, oh, but the champion wasn't that good. Well, he was champion for a reason. So I think Crawford. Crawford's probably my favorite.
Who do you think's number one right now? Кто ты думаешь сейчас номер один?
Я думаю, что это Crawford.
Crawford.
Now, Errol Spence, in his last couple of fights, I mean, what have you seen from him?
I have not seen much changes in Errol Spence. Errol Spence has always been a strong physical fighter. He's always there. He's strong. He comes. He's always looking for the knockout. But he can move, but he don't have the footwork that Terence Crawford has. He doesn't have the mobility, the ability to go in and out. He's there. He's more a flat-footed fighter because he's focused a lot on his power.
He even admitted that in an interview.
You can see it. As a trainer, you gotta prepare because you never know. One of these days, now that I got all these Uzbekistan fighters, I have a few welterweights. You never know. Maybe one day I'm gonna run into Errol Spence one day, and I always gotta be prepared to have a plan for him in the future. I mean, he got some respect, and he deserves it. He worked hard for it. Don't get me wrong. He deserves everything he has accomplished, and you're gonna see a lot of Errol Spence. There's a lot of fighters out there in his division that he can beat. He can beat a Danny Garcia. I think he can beat a Danny Garcia because Danny Garcia, he's made for him. There's him and Keith Thurman is a great fight. But the fight that I don't see him winning is Terence Crawford.
I said Crawford. Well, who he beat yet? Who we see Errol test against yet? We don't know. We love Errol, but we don't know yet. Sean Porter fight gonna tell us who Errol really is. But we ain't seen him against competition yet. So it's not fair to put a horse out there that ain't never raced in a real race and say, oh, his time is faster than theirs, so he good as they are. How you know he ain't had that pressure behind him yet? Let us see him with a horse next to him that can keep up with him and do that. Then we say he good, right? So it's nothing against him, but you got to prove it to me first. Now I got to see something. I can't just give it to you off of what I see or what it look like. I got to see it.
The pound for pound number one fighter in boxing right now, hands down, is Terence Crawford.
I agree.
The pound for pound top fighter in boxing right now is Terence Crawford. If he's ever free and he want to go to any company, if he's a free agent, I would love to work with him if he's free. Because I know that what I can do to take him to that next level. Because with Jim saying raw talent, hell of a fighter. And there's a lot of hell of a fighters out there. And he's one of the guys he's a motherfucker. And one thing I like about him, I mean, he reminds me of a young Floyd Mayweather. You know, he can fight his ass off.
I think Crawford might be the best fighter in the world today, pound for pound. I mean, the thing is, when him and Errol Spence, if they ever get that fight together, I think he's even better than Spence at this moment. Spence is still growing, I think, and getting better and better, and he has maybe a little bit more power. But the thing is, it's a fight that I would love to see, made soon. But the thing is, but right now I feel Crawford might be the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and he's very difficult for anybody because he can move and he can punch. He's one of those guys that can do it all a little bit, But we'll see.
In the US, you've got a lot of big names. You've got Errol Spence Jr., Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman. Still got the people like Danny Garcia, Sean Porter as well. Talk to me about that division. Who do you see being the best fighter in that division?
Crawford, with his recent win, you'd probably say he's. I mean, there's so many, and styles make fights. They're all capable of beating each other, but maybe Crawford, with his last fight against Amir Khan, looked so good, so significantly strong and talented. No, Amir Khan, he's still lightning fast, and Crawford was able to, keep his nose in front, if you like. So. Maybe Crawford, Thurman can hit. It's probably the most competitive division in boxing at the minute, yeah.
TC, Errol Spence, two best guys. I don't think we'll ever see them fight. I really don't. It's terrible. We should. You guys should fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, the economics of boxing, that's just the way it is, I guess. It freaking sucks. I want to see these guys get it on. Stop saying you number one. Stop saying you this. And you fight Terence Crawford. You fight Errol Spence. I know Terence wants to fight.
Right.
But Errol ain't saying nothing. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Terence has been out. He's been out boisterous and saying, I want this fight. I want the Errol Spence fight. But they not answering that phone. They don't want to do business. So what is it?
So is he ducking him, would you say?
Who, fully? Ducking him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ducking him. Absolutely he ducking him. Yeah, y'all take that. He ducking Terence Crawford. He don't want to fight Terence Crawford. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because if he wanted to be considered the best pound for pound in the game, or 1 and 2, he'll fight Terence Crawford. But the fact that he's not fighting Terence Crawford,
well, what about the fact that there's a lot of welterweights and a champion on that side of the fence? So that
man, I don't care about no side of the fence. For me, I don't care. Side of the fence, this is the world of boxing, okay? This is the world of boxing. And it makes me sad when I watch a Fox event and they don't even have a champion like Terence Crawford in their lineup. That pisses me off. I'm like, man, what are you doing? Y'all have your own world of boxing over there? Like, you have your own thing going on? It's horrible, man. It's not right.
You're going to get a promoter. Before you sign with him, you tell him, listen, sir, I want to be the best in my weight class. Right? So I don't care who it is, where he lives, who promotes him, who his mama is, I don't care. If he has a belt in my weight class, I need that. That's my goal. I want to play King of the Hill. If you come here, you want to get up this hill, you got to see me. I don't care who you are, right? That's where I have to put my promoter first if I'm going to have a promoter. Meanwhile, if I'm not, then I'm going to promote myself because I'm playing King of the Hill. I ain't ducking and dodging nothing. If it's coming that way, it's got to see me.
Who do you think the best is at 147 right now?
Right now, I say Bud Crawford.
Bud Crawford,
yes,
okay.
Sir.
You're at a Bud Crawford
yes,
fight, you're
sir.
a top-ranked guy. And who would you say the second best is at 147?
Maybe Errol Spence or Pacquiao.
Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao. How do you rank them? Who would you rank as the best right now?
Right now, I think the number one in the welterweight division is Terence Crawford. Number 2, Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Number 3, Manny Pacquiao. And another fighters, but I think the number 1 is Terence Crawford.
It's gonna be a good fight.
Can I see the fight?
It's gonna be a stressful fight to score.
I've said it before, and I'm gonna stick to my guns. It's a 50-50 fight. Now I do feel like Terence has the better resume. That's why I have him as high as I have him. Number 1 on my pound for pound list. He cleaned out a whole division, right? He's been champion for a long time. He went to Scotland to win the title. Then he beat Gamboa, stopped Gamboa when Gamboa was being compared to Floyd Mayweather. People forget about that. They look at a guy 5 years down the road, say, oh, you just beat this guy, but he's been knocked out X amount of time. But you gotta judge him based on where he was at that time. He was undefeated, and he was being compared to Floyd Mayweather. That's the guy that Terence Crawford defended his belt against. So, better resume. But right now, with the momentum that Spence has and the momentum that Terence Crawford has,